Tonight at 5, new questions about the man who killed a Clark County deputy. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michelle King-Steele.
And I'm Mark Allen. Perhaps the biggest question of all, why did Michael Ferryman have a gun in the first place? Sonu Wasu spent the day digging for answers. She's live with what she's learned. Sonu.
That's right, Mark. Michelle, Michael Ferryman was not supposed to have any firearms. So how did he get one, and why was he living at Enon Beach?
A standoff that shocked the Dayton region looked eerily similar to what Morgan County deputies faced about 10 years ago. This is the AEP campground in Morgan County. You can see back then Ferryman lived in a silver trailer, very similar to the one he lived in Clark County. The Morgan County Sheriff says in 2001, Ferryman shot at neighbors and deputies. The fight was over a pile of community firewood. Two campers were helping themselves to the wood when Ferryman fired.
And Mr. Ferryman, who was camped right next to the firewood pile, evidently assumed that it was his firewood.
The standoff lasted for 26 hours. The story even made the cover of the local newspaper. Ferryman was found not guilty by reason of insanity. He served a few months in jail and spent time in 2 mental health facilities since 2001. State mental health officials say Ferryman was released and allowed to live in Clark County because that is where he seemed to have the strongest support system. But friends who know him today say he still suffered from dementia, had strokes, seizures, and blackouts.
Now, according to his conditional release papers, Ferryman was not allowed to own a gun. So the big question right now, who was that gun registered to and how did it end up in Ferryman's hands? Sheriff's officials tell us the gun is now in the crime lab for testing, and they're still trying to track down that information as well. Reporting live, Sonu Wasu, 2 News on your side.
And we also want to pass along